All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors going out to the elders, to the apostles of Great Millstone, who teach and who rule well the nation of Israel. All right, who the nation of Israel consists of these so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, and also the Israelites, the Israelite foreigners that are scattered abroad. All right, these four corners of this earth. All right, shalom unto you. Also, shalom to you, Akwat. All right, who sincerely watched these videos. All right, I'm just going into this lesson, all through the power and will of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. I just want to make this quick lesson. Obviously, everybody knows Avalanche won, and with that being said, before this game started, or I should actually say, um, prior to our Sunday sit down class that we have out here in Denver, um, I was watching a little bit of that Avalanche game, and this is just going to be my spiritual take on this game, because I was sitting there, I was trying to clean up my area, I was lighting some frankincense, and just trying to cleanse my home. And in that thought process, I started thinking this is game 6, and just I was having spiritual thoughts about the name and stuff like that. The name of the sports team Avalanche, okay? And I have these scriptures in line for it because this is what came into my mind at the time. Like I said, this is just my spiritual thought on this game, but I want to put it back into the scriptures, all right? Because what's coming? We're coming into evil times, dark times, all right? Jacob's trouble, okay? And we also got this time where they're gonna take away all this currency away, all right? This fiat currency, these FRN notes, all right? And they're gonna push out that radio frequency identification, all right? And if you ain't got the knowledge, guess what? You're going to fall. And this is Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is his treasure. All right. So, Lord will, I don't get copyrighted or anything like that with this video. And I'm just going to go into it. Like I said, I'm not going to want to play the video that I have because of copyrights, but like I said, the video that I was thinking about, where is it at? I believe I had it here. The world's biggest avalanche, two contrasting views. All right, so avalanches destroy, man. This is a wave that comes down of snow, and it takes down a lot. Go watch these videos, man, and see how destruction how much destruction they bring upon the landscape and anything that stands in their way. All right, it's just fast. It's just like a volcano blowing up, man. All right, it's like a tsunami wave coming through. Okay, and I'll fast forward this little video here a little bit just to see you can see some images here. I don't want to play it, but you see there's houses and all that stuff there, right? And then at the end, towards here, you see it come down all the way to the sea, man. All right? You see it? This is why I'm going into it. Because I started thinking Jacob's trouble, man. All right? So let's get into the scriptures. All right? Because like I said, we all know what happened tonight. You had the Avalanche win their third Stanley Cup. All right? And it was game 6. So that's what triggered this lesson, all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So let's go. Let's get into it. do Bible, the Blue Letter Bible, and these are some scriptures I wrote down. Okay, just so I can stay on topic. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 3. For lo, the days cometh, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord Yahweh, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they should possess it. All right, and this is not going to happen until we are saved out of this place, man. All right, we're not saved, we're hoping for salvation. All right, verse 4. And these are the words that the Lord Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah, all the 12 tribes, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right? You Latin tribes, which make up the northern kingdom, and all so-called Negroes, you know, Haitians, Jamaicans, you know, that make up the southern kingdom, all right? And so I don't scatter, Slovakia. So I don't butcher that, I'm going to go back in and give it to you the way it should be, that who the 12 tribes are. The southern kingdom, you know, would be obviously Judah, so-called Negroes, Benjamin, West Indians, you know, and Levi, the Haitians, okay? Those would be the southern kingdom. Northern kingdom consists of, you know, so-called Native Americans, so-called Mexicans, so-called Cubans, Puerto Ricans, you know, all the way down, you know, from North America all the way down to South America, each to their according tribes. Okay, verse 5. For thus said the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. See, so this cuts that a Christian doctrine that there's peace coming, man. See, until justice is actually put forth, there'll never be peace on this earth, man. All right, so the true judge, Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, has to come and has to execute judgment on all the wicked, including 2/3 of Israel. Verse 6. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. That's the destruction that's coming, man. This is that evil that's coming, all right? The calamities that's coming, the death, the famine, destruction, the sword that's coming, man. All right? And obviously, it's going to lead up to that nuclear destruction. Verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. No day is going to be like Jacob's trouble, man. Like the day of the return of Yahushua, man. All right? Not the beginning, not the creation, not the flood. All right? Not us going into captivity. This is going to be exceed that. All right? It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. See, and we're hoping to be saved out of it, man. We know salvation is for Israel, but we're hoping to be saved out of it. Verse 8. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. And when you go into that word host, it means armies. Okay? Because he's coming with his army. He's the creator of armies. He's coming to fight a battle. Okay? That I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and I will burst thy bonds. And strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. That's right, man. We no longer going to have to be in this captive slaves where we're working our asses off for the heathens. Okay? That's what we're hoping for. Let me go down to Amos. This great battle that's going to happen, man. All right? Right now it's a spiritual battle, and it's going to turn physical at the return of Yahushua, man. And even before that, because his anointed, all right, are going to get spiritual powers. We're going to lead up into that. This is Amos chapter 5, and I'm going to start at verse 18, and it reads, Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? What is your expectation? What is your end? in the day of Yahushai's return, man. It goes on to say, the day of the Lord Yahweh is darkness and not light. Why? Because all the evil, all the distress, all the death, the famine, destruction that's coming, man. This is what comes when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai comes to this earth, man. And there's nothing but wickedness here, man. You're doing evil. You're doing bad in the sight of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You're committing sins. There's no good in your future at the return of Yahushai, man, except for punishment. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear bitten, Salakia, as if a man did flee from a lion, you took off and you managed to escape the lion chasing you, and a bear met him. Oh, and then you bump into a bear. Bear is just as fast as a lion. Or went into the house, you escape both the lion, then the bear, then you go inside your house and lean his hand on the wall and a serpent bit. So you're there thinking you got away, bam, a serpent bites you. Now you got a poisonous rattlesnake that bit you. You can't escape it. That's what it's going into, man. You're not going to escape this evil that's coming, man. Amos 5:20. Shall not the day of Yahweh be darkness and not light? Even very dark and no brightness in it. That's exactly what's going to happen, man. The love of many is going to wax cold and you're seeing it. You're going to see all these shelves being emptied out to the point where people are going to be invading one another. 2 Ezra 15, man. Okay? These cops are going to stop working. They're going to quit because the people are going to turn on them. Okay? They're going to turn against the government. Let's go into Zephaniah chapter 1 and verse 14. And it reads, the day of the Lord Yahweh is near. It is near and hastened greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord Yahweh, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. Why? Verse 15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble, a day of distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, and Salakia, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities, against the high towers. And that's exactly what's coming. Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, America, is the biggest fenced city, man. It has the highest towers. Yes, it's coming upon the other nations as well, but the focus is here, Babylon the Great, the whore. All right? Because also, hey, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are here in Babylon, man. You're being gathered up over here for that lake of fire. All right? That great altar, that great sacrifice. All right? This is Zephaniah 1 and 17. And I will bring distress upon man, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung. All right, you're gonna be, it's gonna be, man. I do not want to be caught up in that, man. We want to continue to pray and walk in the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that He may have mercy on us and keep that hedge about us, so nothing evil happens unto us. Because the day of evil, that judgment, is not for the righteous, man. Even though we're going to be in the midst of it, we will have that hedge around us that's going to be like a force field, so no evil touches us. All right, and you can read about that in other books where it talks about that His servants are going to be joyful, they're going to be glad, they're going to eat, they're going to drink, while everybody else is crying, being thirsty, hungry. Verse 18. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of the Lord's Yahweh's wrath. But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy, for he shall make even a speedy riddance of them that dwell in the land. That's right, man. In 1 hour, this place is going to be destroyed, man. All right, let's go into Malachi. All right, try to stay as quick as possible just for time's sake. This is Malachi chapter 1. Salakia. So should have been Malachi 4 and 1. This is Malachi 4 and 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. See, we ain't got nothing to worry about if we are part of the remnant, if we're part of the elect. Okay? Those that have been chosen since the beginning of the foundations. But what do we have to do? Continue to fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Continue to put our faith in the scriptures that have been given unto us, man. Okay? Let's hit it. Revelation chapter 6 and verse 17. And it reads, for the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall abide? And who shall be able to stand? Alright? Who's going to be able to stand in that day if the righteous are scarcely going to be saved? What is going to be the end of them that believe not on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man? We're going to be, the elect is going to be caught up in Jacob's trouble. And we're scarcely going to be saved. So, for the day of his wrath is come, who shall be able to stand? That's how bad it's going to get out here. But y'all want to sit there and be celebrating out here on these streets, man. Not having a care of what's happening around you, man. The signs are everywhere. The words of prophecy are speaking louder now than ever. Let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 19. Because this is what I thought when I thought about the name Avalanche. Right? This right here is what caused me to think about that. Alright? One of the things, because like I said, game 6. Right? 666. Then the name Avalanche. That's when I came to that great destruction. What happens when an avalanche is caused? You know, when whatever causes the avalanche, the buildup of all that massive snow, all the weight, and when it comes down the mountain. This is the scripture I thought about right away. All right, it says Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in as a flood. How is the enemy going to come in as a flood? He's going to come in to force us to take that charagma. He's going to force us to bow down, if not put us in jail and behead us or kill us, however, you know, whatever happens, however you be put to death. It's prophecy that the elect, those that do not go with this system, are going to be beheaded. They're going to be put to death. We have accounts throughout the scriptures of the apostles, you know, prophets being stoned. All right, trying to be fed to lions, but the lions don't do nothing to them. Trying to they try to put them through in the fire, man. The three brothers. You have the account of the Maccabees. That they're put to death for not eating swine. So all these accounts are going to help us continue in faith, knowing that there is man before us that were dying for the gospel of Yahushua. that were dying for the good news, that were dying and hoping in the mercies of Yahweh Shem Shai that He was going to keep us no matter what. Those accounts are there for our learnings in these end times. So we walk not in fear of what man could do unto us. It says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Alright, let's go into that word standard. I'm not trying to take too much time. Alright, this is the Hebrew. And those characters here that we see would be from right to left. The first one here would be the Na. The second one let's see. Slovakia. I'm looking. Give me 1 second. Noose. Nos. Na. Nawa. Nawasa. Na. Nawasa. Okay, Nawasa. The wa and then the sa. Okay. Which goes to flee, escape, to take flight, depart, disappear. Alright? To take flight, depart, disappear. To put to flight, to drive, to cause to disappear, hide. We're going to start getting spiritual powers. Alright? There's going to be spiritual powers. Yahushua did escape. He did disappear. He was walking on water. He was teleporting from one place to another. Alright? Root word, etymology. Let's see. It says compare Arab, move to, fro, become, commotion, dangled, lane, nope. Slovakia. Alright. It says vanish away, abate away, be displaced, make to flee away, to put to flight, hide, lift up a standard. Okay? And like I said, the first is the na, the wa, sa, nawasa, nawasa, nawasa. Alright?
Strong's H 5127. Noose. Noose.
Like I said, this is, you just gotta understand the Hebrew. The Lashawan Kadash, alright? You have to go back and study your Syrian alphabet, Aramaic, Hebrew, go back to the characteristics of that, and then go back to the Paleo Hebrew, which is the ancient Hebrew alphabet, alright? So let's keep going on with this video. Don't want to take too much time, like I said, But yes, that's the standard that's going to be lifted up against him, alright? Against the enemy. Meaning we're going to be able to disappear. You see all these movies, but whether or not you want to believe them, that's on you. Whether or not you want to believe the scriptures, that's on you. Alright? We do not have the ability to make you believe the scriptures. Alright? It's a gift. Go back into the book of Salakia. The name of the book is Ephesians chapter 2, hey, this is a gift. The mercy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is a gift. To understand the scriptures, it is a gift. Okay? So let's go. Keep it moving. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Alright? And it says, now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahushai Mashiach, and by our gathering together unto him, that ye be not soon shaken in mind or in trouble, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter, as from us, as that day of Mashiach is at hand, and it's very close. Alright? Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So that's one thing. We have already fallen away. Alright, we're coming back. Alright, we discontinue from our heritage. Now we're coming back knowing who we are. We're not so-called blacks. We're not so-called Mexicans. We're not so-called Puerto Ricans. We're not so-called Cubans, Salvadoranians, Native Americans. We are the Israelites. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We are not black Hebrew Israelites. We are the Hebrew Israelites. None of us are black. We're different shades of brown. And yes, you got Israelites that look like the other nations. Okay? And guess what? That man of the man of sin, all right? The son of perdition, he's being revealed. But guess what? When Yahushua comes back, everybody's going to know he is that man of sin. Who? Esau Edom. Verse 4. Who oppresseth and exalteth himself above all that is called power, or that is worshipped, so that he as power sitteth in the temple of power, showing himself that he is power. How does he does that? By his wicked ways of how he has put himself, setting his images up, dropping fire from the sky, from heaven, as being the Most High. But see, he doesn't know that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has given them that technology, given them that power. So when Yahushai comes back, he's going to show how greater power he is. And how less man, Esau Edom is nothing. Alright? You go back into the scriptures, it tells you that he set it up the basis of man. Why? Because he can. It's his story. Going on. Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. His time is now to be revealed. For the mystery of iniquity do already work, and Salakia, only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way. So who's letting them do all these wicked deeds, man? Who's letting them deceive the 2/3? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Until his time comes to an end and he takes them out. Verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy him with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the works of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. See, 2/3 of you are not going to be saved. Why? Because you have been given into the hands of Esau Edom to believe him as being power. You have been deceived to believe that he is the Almighty and his Son, because Yahweh Bashem Yahushai doesn't want to heal you. And for this cause, power shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned, who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. And that's what you see going on this earth right now, man. Nothing but unrighteousness, man. Alright? But we are bound to give thanks always to power for you, brethren, beloved of the Lord, because the Most High power hath from the beginning chosen you to salvation through sanctification of the Spirit and belief of the truth. This is why you understand. All right? So you need to take heed unto the words that are written of prophecy, man. These words are a sure prophecy that will happen. They are true and faithful. It's given unto you to know the mysteries because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai wants you to be delivered. Verse 14, whereunto he called you by our gospel to the obtaining of the glory of our Lord Yahushai Mashiach. Therefore, brethren, stand fast and hold the traditions which ye have been taught, whether by word or epistle. See, we being taught now through how? By the apostles, the elders, our teachers, through the YouTube. Now, our Lord Yahushua Mashiach himself and power, even our Father, which hath loved us and hath given us everlasting consolation and good hope through grace, comfort your hearts and establish you in every good work and establish you in every good word and work. So hey, this is gonna be our stability in those times, man. All right, because great times are coming. All right, let's go into Revelation 13. Let's lock here, Revelation 13. And I'm gonna start at verse 13, and it says, and he, whew, let me start 11. And beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, and he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. That was Rome. All right. This is the new beast we're seeing, is this empire, NATO, the EU. All right, being built up, but it's already its climax, ready to be destroyed. Verse 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of man. And what is that fire that comes down from heaven in the sight of man? It's those bombs that he's dropping. Now he got those nuclear warheads that he could shoot off from anywhere. He don't have to drive an airplane anymore and drop bombs like he used to back in the 40s. Back in the 30s. Okay? And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak and cause as many as do not worship the image of the beast shall be killed. And what is that image of the beast? It's this system. All right, this democracy that he pushes forth, man. And you see it when somebody don't want to comply with this system, he goes in there with his troops and takes them out. Right? It says, and he causeth both all small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a what? Let's go into that word. I don't want to say it. Haragma. Alright? Etymology. Let's see. A stamp, imprinted mark. Stamp, forehead, right hand, badge. Followers of Untitled. Let's see. Think, crave. Let's see. A stake, palisade. No, this is going off a little bit. Okay, it's a stamp. A thing carved, sculpture, graven work. Okay, a thing carved. It says the mark banded upon horses. Idolatry. No, that's going off. Imprinted mark. All right, we already know the charagma, how it's going to be taken into place. You know, you got that needle that goes into you. Okay? Let's see. Graven mark. What else does it show on here? Okay. Because there's a different one that's talked about the elect receiving one, and that's different from this mark. Okay? So let's go. Verse 17. And that no man may buy or sell save he that hath the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 660, which 60 is 60, and 6. All right, let's go on. Revelation 14, verse 9, and it reads, and the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his charagma in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of power, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. This is the death you're going to suffer for disobeying Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, for not hearkening unto the words of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, for your stiff neck. You are going to be destroyed here right along with this system. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they had no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever shall receive the charagma of his name. Alright? Verse 12. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments. Here are they that keep the commandments of power and the faith of Yahushai. And I heard a voice of heaven saying unto me, right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Yeah, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors and their works, and do follow them. Alright? Hey, so those that die in this truth, guess what? Your works are going to follow you. Let me go on. I'm going to cut it a little bit right here. This is Revelation 15 and 2. Revelation 15 and 1. And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of power. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, standing on the sea of glass, having the harps of power. And they sing the song of Moses, the servant of power, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord, power almighty. Just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints. This is the thing. Those who get delivered are going to be watching the destruction of Babylon in the 2/3. Last one. This is Revelation chapter 20, verse 4. And it reads, and I saw the thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushai, and of the word of power, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his charagma upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Mashiach 1,000 years. Alright? This is the thing, man. Alright? We know that there is those that are already reserved to receive salvation. We just have to continue to endure to the end, man. Alright? This is not something that you could just come in and fall out and then expect to come in. All right? It's like it. Get this one. This is the last one I'll end it up here. This is Revelation 20 and 10. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. This is the thing, man. Alright? When Yahushua comes back, everybody's gonna know, man. Nobody's gonna... Hey, those who don't worship are gonna be saved, man. Alright? This system's gonna go down. Alright? All you false prophets are going to go down. Alright? This system is not going to go into heaven. Wickedness is not going to enter into the kingdom. You need to start preparing yourself through the scriptures, man. This is going to be our stability. You need to understand that there is great evil coming. And if you do not have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, you will be taken out on this side. There will be no salvation unto you. You have to believe on Yahweh and Yahushai as it is written. And you have to also understand that we're hoping for salvation. We are not saved yet. We still have to go and be tried in the fire of affliction to the end. Alright? But with that, Lord will, this lesson is edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rekah, Kahuadash. Double honors going out to the elders, apostles, great millstone. Peace, mercy be unto the elect, you man who put your freedoms and lives on the line. Alright, for the gospel of Yahushai. Tiyakwa, Shalom, Wa Abad Babal.